Hi guys, Freddie Bz here. It is week 11 in the NFL and it's time for Freddie Bz Pathetic NFL picks. Freddie Bz Pathetic picks for week 11 of the NFL. Let's recap. Last week, I think I went 8-6. I lost my paper, but I'm pretty sure I had a winning record, although some of the games were really squeakers. I could have had a really great week, but I still was on a winning side. So, what are you going to do? Anyway, let's go to week 11 and the games that are starting tomorrow night with the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. All right. So the Bengals I like Joe Burrow. He's a good player. You know what I think about the Ravens? But the Ravens are at home and they're damn good. Ravens are 7-3. They are leading the AFC North, which is a surprisingly strong division in football. Every team, the Bengals are in last place in the AFC North, but they're still got a winning record of 5-4. So it's the bottom against the top. You would love to see the great equalization happen with the Ravens losing, but they'd have to lose at home. I don't like the Ravens, you know that, but you know what? I gotta pick them. Okay? Sometimes I try to pick the right team because my feelings tell me. But anyway, I would rather be with the Bengals. I would rather they win. But I think if you're trying to go for a score, which I am, I want to go with the Ravens on that one. So anyway, then we go to the Steelers and the Browns, the next game. Again, Browns are 6-3 in that same AFC North against the Steelers, who are 6-3. These guys are fighting for second place in the AFC North, okay? They are playing in Cleveland. I believe Cleveland has the better team. I'm going with the Browns at home. And then we get the Raiders coming down to South Beach, to the land of plenty, the land of the sandy beaches, to the home of the greatest football team. I'm here to tell you, in the state of Florida, albeit the United States of America, the Miami Dolphins, formerly coached by Coach Don Shula. The only team to go undefeated, the Miami Dolphins, with Tua Tagovailoa and his men of renown. The Dolphins have the Raiders. The Raiders suck. You know how I think. I don't like the Raiders. You know that. We're the Raiders. The Raiders are 5-5. Surprisingly good this year, considering. But, they probably shouldn't have thought. Look, what Gruden did, Gruden wasn't a good coach, but he didn't deserve to get fired. Anyway, but, Gruden really kind of lost. I think his best year was the year he was at Hooters shaking wings down. But maybe that's me. Anyway, the Miami Dolphins are coming off a bye week. They had a nice week of rest. They're going to play the Raiders. They're going to kill them. So take the Dolphins, take the points, take Miami Beach. And I'll tell you, the site of the first Formula One race in the USA every year, it's Miami. It's a great place. Go see it. Tickets on sale now. Very expensive, though. Next, we got the Bears against the Lions. This isn't even close. Okay, you got Bears, which are cute and cuddly. Lions, king of the jungle. Detroit's playing in Detroit. The Lions have reached the level of excellence. They are an excellent football team. I never thought I would say that. And you know what? The Lions always play on... It's a short week for them because they always play on Thursday on Thanksgiving Day. And I'll tell you who the other team is by the end of this when I get to them. Anyway, the Lions are playing the Bears. The Bears are terrible, so we got to go with the Lions in this one. Next game, Titans, Tennessee. They are just not a good football team. At the beginning of the year, I thought they might be a pretty decent team. They had playoff implications. Now I think they're playing for the bottom so that they can get a good draft pick. But they're just not very good, and they're going to show it. And the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off they got destroyed last week. They got decimated. That's amazing. The lopsided score, considering that both teams should have matched up pretty well. But I'm going to go with the Jaguars on the bounce back there. Then we get the Chargers against the Packers. This is a hard game for me to call. Let's take a look here over, if I can, a National Football Conference there. The reason it's hard for me to call is because I kind of like the Packers. And I've always was kind of a Chargers fan, but the Chargers have shown to be just terrible. And the Packers aren't a whole lot better either. Where are the Packers? Hang on a second, I'm trying to find them here. Packers are 3-6. This is the interconference game. So where are the Chargers? Are out there in the West, and the Chargers, yeah, they're 4-5. They're actually the better team. But we're playing in Green Bay. So maybe we'll get a snow game. This would be awesome because the Chargers can't play in snow. I'm going to take the Packers on that. And then the next game is the Cardinals and the surprising Texans. They have a good team. They're 5-4. They're still in this thing. The Cardinals are out to lunch. They're terrible. They're going to lose that game. Pretty easy. Coming next is the Dallas Cowboys against the Panthers. Okay. They're playing in Carolina. So here's what I can tell you. If you want to see the Cowboys this year, 6-3, doing well. Not the Super Bowl team I thought they were going to be when we first started this 10 short weeks ago. But they're still in there. They're second behind the Eagles. I'm going to tell you, they're going to go in there and they're going to... I mean, if the Panthers score 2 touchdowns, I would be amazed. The Cowboys are going to win. They had a very dramatic win last week, and they're going to continue on the roll. So I give the Cowboys that. Going next to the Giants against the watch it. Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory. Braves on the warpath. Fight for ODC. I tell you, I'm going to take the Redskins in this one. Because the Giants, if you look up sucks in the dictionary, you'll see their photo. They're just not good. The Redskins are not a whole lot better. They're 4-6 against the 2-8 Giants. They're battling for the bottom over there in the NFC East. So let's just go and call it the Redskins are going to win that one. Buccaneers against the 49ers out in the brand new pristine climes of San Francisco. Because right now President Xi of Communist China is out there with President Idiot trying to make a deal and get some money under the table, Joe is, I get there. So they cleaned up San Francisco. They took all the homeless and they shipped them off. They cleaned up all the tents because we had the leader of Communist China visit San Francisco. So if you want to stop the homeless problem in America, I guess have the Communist Chinese help you. I know, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, the Bucs are going to go out there, and since they cleaned up the streets, and there won't be that ever-wafting scent of feces everywhere, I'm going to say the Bucs are going to upset the 49ers in a Bucs must-win game in order for them to have a chance here, because they are in the South. They're second. The Saints are 5-5. This has got to be the weakest conference. At 5-5, you're winning. The Buccaneers are 4-5. And then the Falcons are 4-6 because they haven't a bye week. Anyway, so I'm going to go with the Buccaneers in an upset. And then we're going to talk about the battle for New York. The battle for the New York Football Jets against the New York Football Buffalo Bills. This is an AFC matchup of titanic proportions. Not really, but it is going to be a good game. And just to give you an idea, Bills are 5-5, Jets are 4-5. As I mentioned, Jets are surprisingly okay. The Bills came off at just a tragic loss to the Broncos last week. Just stupidity. And I want to say, I think, did they fire somebody? Their offensive coordinator? I don't know. Anyway, so that could be a problem, but I still think the Bills, because they're at home, they're going to take the Jets, and it shouldn't be a problem. The Seahawks are playing the Rams. Seahawks are doing well. I'm going to take them, even though they're playing in Los Angeles. I'll take Seattle in that. The Vikings and the Broncos, I believe that's Sunday night's game. I don't think anybody's going to watch that. I think if the Wonderful World of Disney was doing replays, they would watch that. Maybe there'll be a nice hockey game on or college basketball. You know what you can do? You can relive the Las Vegas Formula One race, which will go off here in the East Coast at midnight. Yes, I'm going to stay up on Saturday night till midnight so I can watch the Las Vegas Formula One race because I really like that stuff. Okay. And then on Monday Night Football, the game of the game of the century so far this year, really is going to be a great game and could be a precursor to this year's Super Bowl. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs. Two really good quarterbacks, two really good teams, going head-to-head, face-to-face Could be an epic game. You know, I say take a look at that game. You know what? If you're going to watch one game this week, outside of the game you're going to watch because you like your team, you're going to enjoy it. I'll bet you they get great ratings. That's going to be just an incredible team. As I mentioned before, the AFC North, surprisingly strong strength. The rest of the AFC, you know, you got the Dolphins 6-3, Chiefs 7-2, Ravens 7-3, Jags 6-3. Those are all leading their divisions, their conferences. NFC leaders, you got the Eagles. Cowboys are second at 6-3 behind them. Eagles 8-1 though. 49ers 6-3, Lions 7-2, and the Saints, as I said, in the pathetic. This is the pathetic picks. I get to pick a pathetic conference. It's going to be the NFC South. I mean, you're leading that at 5-5. That is kind of pathetic. But, you know, that's the way football is, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's why every year some team that is deserving of a playoff spot doesn't get it because they came in second place, and some team that may have a losing record gets in on a wild card. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's why every game counts, just like Major League Baseball. The NBA doesn't. Everybody gets in, so it doesn't really matter. Same with hockey. I mean, everybody gets in. So, you know, the more teams you get in, the better. So, here's the other preview for you. F1, first race in the streets of Las Vegas. Going to be really, really interesting. I don't know whether they can pass on that because it's only the Formula One cars. There's no other racing cars that are racing on that street circuit, so they're not going to lay down any rubber. So there's not going to be, and if it rains, well, it won't, but don't worry about it. It's going to be cold too, which will be interesting on how the tire compounds react to the colder weather out there in Vegas. Should be a really interesting race to watch. They're running down the main drag of the Las Vegas Strip. It's going to be, if nothing else, it should look spectacular. So by all means, take a look at that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you like this, please give us a ring jing, give us a subscribe, or whether say hi. You know, leave a bad comment, a good comment, I don't care. Just comment. I would like to get up to 12 subscribers, and you could be the one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. It's Freddie B. Ta-ta for now.